Okay, so let's proceed with example 2. This is still under thin lens formula or thin lens equation. Alright, so last time we have try on the convex lens, okay? So this time in example 2 in your textbook, it is the calculation involving concave lens. Right, let's check on example 2. An object with a height of 9 cm is placed 60 cm from a concave lens with a focal length of 30 cm. Determine the position and size of the image form. And then you have to state the characteristic of the image form. Alright, so first let's focus on the calculation. So the only formula that we are going to use for the to find the image, okay, the size of the image is by using thin lens formula. So we use 1 over f equals to 1 over u plus 1 over v. So that is the thin lens formula. But the question didn't ask for the focal length. Okay, you were already you were given with the focal length of the concave lens, which is 30 cm. So remember, as you can see in the solution, the f is given in negative 30, even though in the example or the question it didn't put any sign to the 30 cm, it just positive, right? So why is it suddenly become negative? Because remember the rules in the table that we have discussed in previous video. Okay, if it is a concave lens, the focal length or the f value, you must add the negative sign. You must put the negative sign in front of the value. Okay, normally in the question you were not given with the negative sign because that is the test. Okay, so that is the thing that they are going to test you, whether you know for the concave line it has to be negative. Alright, so for this case it has to be negative. So the u is the positive 60 cm. Okay, so for this case the u is positive 60 cm. Why is it 60 cm? Because it's stated in the example, an object with a height of 90 cm is placed 60 cm from a concave lens. Okay, that means that object is placed 60 cm from a concave lens. So if you put in your drawing, so this is your, sorry, that is convex. If it is concave, it has to be curved inwards like this. So this is your concave lens and it is placed 60 cm from the concave lens. So this is, immediately we know that is your object distance. Alright, that's why the u is 60 cm. Alright, so thin lens formula, looking for the image, so we put a v as our subject. Alright, so rearrange everything and you will get 1 over f minus 1 over u. And remember to put the negative sign for the f value. Alright, so minus 1 over 60. And your v is negative 20 cm. And again, you have to refer to the rules. What does the negative value indicates? Alright. So besides the calculation for the size of the image, the question also asks you to find the magnification. It didn't say, okay, it didn't say in the question directly, but it does mention to state the characteristic of the image. So you can use linear magnification to find the magnification for the object. So remember, m is the linear magnification equals to hi, the image, the height of the image divided with the object of the image, or linear magnification is also equals to the image distance, okay, over object distance. So remember the he, who, vu thing. Alright, so we are we know the object height, okay, an object with a height of 9 cm, so that is your whole, the object height. And we don't know the he, we don't know the image height. We know the, what is that, the u is the object distance, and we know the image distance. So for the linear magnification, you don't have to include negative. So negative is just simply the sign, okay. Remember, what does the negative sign indicates for the image? If it is negative, that means the image is virtual. Alright, so you do the calculation for the linear magnification using the he, who, and the vu thing. Alright, so you got the image height is 3 cm. Right, so if your value is 3 cm, that means object, okay, the original height of the object is 9 cm. So now your image is 3 cm. It shows that it's shrinking. Okay, it's not become larger, but it is become smaller. Right, so that's why in the solution it say it is diminished. So the image is virtual. How do you know it's virtual? Because it's negative value, okay, calculated in earlier part. So that is virtual. And it's diminished. Oh, how do you know it is upright? Because the rules is just, remember I asked you to memorize on the characteristic. The raise ring boom boom for the concave, and the voot voot for the for the convex. Right, raise ring boom boom for the convex, and voot voot for the concave. So you know it has to be voot, so virtual. Diminish you already know, and the other characteristic should be upright. So image is 20 cm from the lens and is on the same side as the object. How do you know it is on the same side? Because of the negative sign. Right, so negative also indicates that the object is on the same side with the image. Okay, and the image height is 3 cm, which is shrinking from the real object. Okay, I hope you understand example 2. If you have any difficulty in understanding example 2 or example 1 or example 3, okay, which is you're going to learn on your own after this. So I have touched on 1 and 2, so you can try on 3. If you have any difficulty, do message me and ask me. Thank you.